Good day, I am Ira G. Lopez of BSN and today I will be performing the return demonstration for the procedure of nebulization. So the purpose of this procedure is to administer medication in the form of mist inhaled into the lungs, also to loosen secretions and promote bronchodilation, and also to improve the client's breath sounds or lung sound and respiratory effort. So for the assessment, so we have to assess for the client's lung sound before and after the procedure to provide baseline data and also to assess the effectiveness of medication. We also need to assess the client's oxygen saturation before administration of the medication. And lastly, we need to assess the client's level of consciousness to understand the procedure and the action of medication that we are going to administer. So for the planning, we need to gather and prepare the following materials such as the nebulizer tubing and cup, the air compressor or oxygen hook. We also need stethoscope, the prescribed medication, and also PPE if indicated. So we will move on now to the implementation or the procedure itself. So first, we need to identify the doctor's order to prevent errors. We also need to know if the clients have allergies. And then as nurses, we need to know special nursing considerations, the action, purpose, and side effect of the medication, and the safe dose ranges for our prescribed medication and for the client as well. So once we are done doing that, we will now identify the client using two identifiers. So we can use the name of the client and the birthday, and then explain the procedure to the patient and the client. So, good morning po ma'am. Ano po pangalan niyo at birthday?
Aira Lopez, September 27.
Alright po ma'am. So, I am Aira Lopez po, your student nurse for today. So ma'am, yung gagawin po natin ngayon is magne-nebulizer po kayo na may gamot po. So, alam niyo naman po yung nebulizer, di ba po? So, gagawin po natin to para po mapaluwag po natin yung mga nakapakat na plema po sa lungs po natin. So, para po mas madali nyo po mailabas. So, okay na po ma'am? Alright po, that's good. So, after doing that, we will now gather the needed materials. So, I have gathered here my materials in the bedside table, and then perform hand hygiene and put on PPE if needed. So once we are done, we are now going to position the client into a semi-Fowler's or high Fowler's position. So ma'am, okay lang po ba yung pwesto po ninyo? Hindi po ba kayo nahihirapan? Okay po ma'am. Okay po, that's good. So ma'am, bago po natin simulan, papakinggan ko lang po yung lungs po ninyo. Okay po? So, ma'am, pwede ko po ba pakinggan po yung likod ninyo? Tingnan lang po. Alright, so upon assessing the lung sound of my client, I noticed that there are wheezes upon auscultation. So ma'am, tingnan ko lang din po yung inyong oxygen. checking the client's oxygen saturation, it is in 94. So, ma'am, mag-start na po tayo mag-nebulization. Okay pa? So, the first thing that we must do is to remove the nebulizer cup from the device. And then, we will open it. Then after that, we are going to put the prescribed medication on the bottom of the cup and add the liquid if prescribed. So after doing this, we will now close the cup, and then we will put back the nebulizer tubing into the bottom end of the nebulizer cup. So once it is secured, we will now place the other end of the tubing into the air compressor. Then, now that we have secured the tubing into the air compressor, we will now turn on the air compressor, and then we have to take note that a mist is being emitted into the mouthpiece, and then we will place the mouthpiece on the mouth of our client and have her secure it with her lips and teeth. So there we go, we have the mist. So ma'am, ganito po yung gagawin natin. Ilalagay po natin itong mouthpiece po sa bibig po ninyo, and then po, isi-secure nyo po gamit yung labi po ninyo and bibig po. Okay po ma'am? Alright. So ma'am, ganito po. Inhale po kayo slowly and deeply, and then pause po tayo ng konti and exhale po. Alright po ma'am, nagaling po muna natin. So, we have to teach that to the client for her to inhale slowly and deeply and have her pause for a little and then exhale. We can also use a nose clip if the client is also breathing through her nose. And then we have to continue that technique until all the medication had been aerosolized for about 15 seconds. We can also flick the nebulizer cup so that we can maximize the prescribed medication that we have put into the nebulizer cup. So ma'am, ulitin po natin, kagaya po ulit kanina, okay? So ma'am, pwede niyo pong hawakan. So, assuming that we are done aerosolizing our medication, so okay na po. So once we are done aerosolizing our medication, we will have our patient gargle and wash using tap water after medication administration. So ma'am, mumug lang po tayo. Alright po. And then after having the patient gargle, we will clean the nebulizer depending on the manufacturer's direction. So once we are done cleaning the nebulizer that we have, we will now remove PPE if used and perform hand hygiene. So after this, we have to document the procedure right after the administration of the medication to ensure that we have already done the procedure and it is written. And then lastly, we will have to reevaluate the client's response to treatment within appropriate time frame, and we also have to reassess the client's lung sound, oxygen saturation, and respiration rate to see if the medication has been effective. So ma'am, i-assess ko lang po ulit yung lung sound po ninyo or pakikinggan ko po yung baga po ninyo. Okay po? So, pakinggan ko lang po ulit ma'am yung likod po ninyo. So, ayun po ma'am, nag-okay naman po yung paghinga po ninyo, yung tunog po ng baga po ninyo. Okay pa? So ma'am, check ko lang po ulit yung oxygen niya. So, upon checking the client's lung sound and respiration, there has been an evident improvement. So, before, my client's oxygen saturation is at 94. Now, it has gone up to 96. So, ma'am, that's all po. Maraming salamat po. So, okay naman po kayo, ma'am? Wala naman po kayo ibang nararamdaman? Okay po, that's good po. Thank you po, ma'am. So, that concludes my return demonstration for this procedure. Thank you.